चल के चल के चल
হ্যালো, কি করছিস রে কচি?
ভাবিগুলো মাকে বকেছে।
হ্যাঁ,
মা
দেখ তোমার মা তো নেই।
না বাড়ি চলে গেছে আমার মা।
দেখ কিন্তু গিয়ে দেখো দেখে ঘুরেছে।
গেলাম তো বাপি দোকান টং টং করে হেঁটে চলে আসে। কি ব্যাপার চলো আমি লাইভে চলে গেছি।
হ্যালো মাম্মা, চুপ চুপ।
हेलो हेलो एंड वेलकम टू माय स्ट्रीम। सारे बंदे लोग आ जाओ, जल्दी जल्दी आ जाओ। आज हम प्रिज्म पे हमारा लाइव कर रहे हैं। आप लोगों का ओवरले दिख रहा है, जरूर दिख रहा है। खचा खच करके बच्चे के दिल में इज्जत। जल्दी जल्दी आ जाओ। आज हम फिर से डिवीजन पुश करेंगे। थोड़ा सा एक सेकेंड, डिवीजन पूरा करने से पहले एक वार्म अप मैच खेल के देखते हैं प्रिज्म पे लैग होता है कि नहीं। नहीं तो सब कुछ बोलते हैं ना, नहीं तो सब कुछ लो कर देना का है। ग्राफिक्स ठीक है, समझ रहे हो ना, समझ रहे हो ना। जल्दी आ जाओ ना भाई लोगों। ठीक है, एक वार्म अप मैच हम ट्राई करेंगे। हो लैग करेगा तो लो कर देंगे ग्राफिक्स, गेम के ग्राफिक्स। ओह, मैच मेकिंग हो गया। हमारा टीम है वुल्फ्सबर्ग। ठीक है, हमारा टीम है वुल्फ्सबर्ग। ओह, अभी कॉल कौन कर रहा है? कॉल ना करो, कॉल ना करो, अभी कोई कॉल ना करो। स्टार्ट। पहला मैच वार्म अप और शुरू। चलो गेम का आनंद लो। जो बंदे नए हैं स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप कर दो, मेरा मोटिवेशन बढ़ेगा। चलो गेम हो गया शुरू।
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Played into space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He shifted it to the flank, and he welcomes it in. Shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Kukchu with the short one. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
जो भी देख रहे हो स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप, धमाधम मार दो।
And we're underway again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Alvarez. Can he get it through? No, he's had it taken off him. Donnarumma. Baresi gets over and intercepts. The message is clear. None shall pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Quality ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Alvarez. That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Wolfsburg are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game.
It's a mighty effort! Yes! They are right back in business!
And
होल्ड ऑन गाइस, एक कॉल आ गया, थोड़ी देर रुक जाओ।
certain, effective. He just guided it in. Yeah, it all came from some really
ये
smart
फोन को
movement.
चला देने यार।
Did the defense let themselves down
आरती
by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
ये में बाढ़।
Wolfsburg grab the... And we're all square.
this is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Eder Militao getting this. He's having a go! Hits off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Rodri. Well, what about it? Wolfsburg have dragged it back at the last. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played back in. And here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Mohamed Salah. Keeper has taken decisive action. And they've got rid. Rodri. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Drogba. And he thumps it clear. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Alvarez has found the net here, of course. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mohamed Salah receives it in a good position here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rodri. Now it's Drogba. He's had a shot! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Wolfsburg have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? He's gone for goal! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented.
And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
एक सेकंड भाई लोग, मैं अभी आता हूँ।
Game plan in place for what was a very high pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players. And it was, for me, well deserved and well earned.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good
हम आ गए, थोड़ा सा विघ्न घट चुका था, हम आ गए फिर से। वो ये वार्म अप मैच है, अभी हम डिवीजन पुश करेंगे, ठीक है ना। पहले ही दिखा दूं मेरा मैच का हालत। 62 हार है, 30 ड्रॉस है और 28 समझ लो। मेरा हाल ही ऐसा ही है, इतना मेरे पास एपिक प्लेयर का भरमार नहीं है, जो भी है यही है, वही प्ले स्टाइल चलेगा आज जो आपने देखा है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। जो भी नए देख रहे हैं मैं बोल दूं, स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप कर दो, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो। थैंक यू। स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप होना चाहिए, आपका डबल टैप मेरा मोटिवेशन बढ़ाएगा। कमेंट भी कर सकते हो, मैं रिप्लाई भी दूंगा। थैंक यू। पहला मैच डिवीजन 2 का।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Hi. Pile Panja, hi.
That noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
That's good running with the ball. Looking for options for movement. Great ball and Pele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pele. Mohamed Salah couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Cruyff. Great chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Wolfsburg, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Wolfsburg looking to pass their way through. And he's goes for a shot! A hefty challenge, but it's Drogba! Mighty close.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri. Drogba. Gabriel gets it away. Mohamed Salah knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Real chance! Goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He's shifting through the gears here. A header! Gabriel attempts a clearance. Cruyff. Drogba. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good ball. Chouameni. Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Alvarez. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Alvarez. And he's had it nicked away. And it's hoisted clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. Could be danger here! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Drogba. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a pretty loose pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And now the breakaway. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they can counter here. And here's Batistuta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Wolfsburg really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Takes a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Can he get it through? He's had a shot! Sticks it away! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Mohamed Salah. Rodri simply refused to be outdone there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Pass somewhat off target. Davis. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, that was... That's that, the end.
ठीक है, ये हार गया तो क्या हुआ? दूसरा मैच देखेंगे। इसके पास बहुत ही तगड़ा तगड़ा प्लेयर था भाई, मेरे बस की बात नहीं है। जो भी नए हो लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो और चैनल को शेयर कर दो। डबल टैप होना चाहिए, होना चाहिए। छोटा सा एक चेंज, जो भी नए देख रहे हो स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप डबल टैप डबल टैप डबल टैप दबा दब रबर मारते रहो भाई, मारते रहो स्क्रीन के ऊपर, लाइक करते रहो। जितना आप लाइक करोगे उतना हम होंगे खुश। लिंक का प्ले क्या नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा। अरे यहाँ पे क्यों कर रहा हो भाई, यहाँ पे करना है ना, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं। खोकिचू আছে, खोकचू আছে, ओके। खोकचू को मैं एज ए पासर रखूँगा, किमिक डिफेंस करेगा, ठीक है ना। फोर्डन का लेके आते हैं, देखते हैं क्या होता है। चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट। जो भी नए होंगे लाइक कर देना, सब्सक्राइब कर देना और बेल आइकन को ऑल ऑल कर देना, ऑल ऑल मैन, ऑल ऑल।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get...
Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Ball driven towards the far post. Now it's Owen. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through and all along. Owen! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Owen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Kimmich does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Alvarez. A probing pass. Nicely worked. Back towards the middle. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Foden plays it in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for the run. Mbappe! Chips it through. So we're still where we started right now. Now that's well seen too. Kukçu. Foden. Oh, that's clever. Alvarez is having a shot. It's hit the upright. Forlan. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Kukçu. Alvarez. Look at the big chance. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Serginho gets a foot in here. Vinicius Junior with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And that's really well manoeuvred. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Forlan. Now this could be a chance. Back into the middle, and he welcomes it in. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Wolfsburg clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Baresi is there to clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Shot could be on. Can he finish? He's got a goal! The breakthrough strike! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Mbappe. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, no joy this time. And he's quick to get it clear again. Wolfsburg have their second corner now. Kukçu plays it short. Now the ball in. Oh, smashing header! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Palmer. Forlan. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Owen. Baresi gets rid without sophistication. Thinks one through. No, that's been intercepted. Good take, and is he in? Plays a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Drogba. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Vinicius Junior. And they've got rid. Serginho. Kukçu. Drogba. Now it's Mbappe. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Played into space. And he's certainly... And the shot! Sticks it away! Deep, deep into injury time!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very...
जो भी नए देख रहे हो डबल टैप कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो भाई, सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, सब्सक्राइब। नोकू जो क्या लिखा है भाई, दिन 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 ओ दिन दिन दून, ये क्या है? ये कौन सा लैंग्वेज है भाई? ओ दिन दिन दून, व्हाट इज दिस? जो भी देख रहे हो स्ट्रीम को डबल टैप करो, डबल टैप ऑन द स्क्रीन, सब्सक्राइब, bell notification all for more videos, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वीडियो देखने का, तो सब्सक्राइब करने का। हम रेगुलर लाइव करते हैं दोस्त लोग। और गेम का आनंद लेने का।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Now it's Foden. He has found the way through. Oh, that's well spotted. Foden. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Alvarez. Real chance! Goal!
Goal!
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Could be danger here. Has a look and plays it forward. Passing is crisp and sharp. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromised. Mbappe is on his own. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Oh, chance, surely! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy.
Played back in, played out to the right. Tries a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. And we have our very first corner. Kukçu plays it short. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Foden. Oh, good take in a good area. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wolfsburg are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Eder Militao. He's in a great position here. Now it's Foden. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Kukçu. He's on it, can he get away? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kimmich. Foden. And he's gone searching crossfield. Costa Curta getting this one clear. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Wolfsburg are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Here we go again. Wolfsburg carrying a 1-goal lead. Serginho looking to get on the end of this. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Dink through. Marquinhos makes the interception. Serginho. Alvarez. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Serginho.
Oh, really well played.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Great chance! And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room.
He's tried one! He can get that clear. Rijkaard. Here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Kimmich tries to play it through. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Shot. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good vision. And that has been knocked clear. Could move up a gear here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Lewandowski. Messi! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
That's an imaginative pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Decent chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Pinches it off him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Lewandowski. And here's Yamal. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. Kukçu does really well there. He is strong. Pedri. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been flattened there. No foul, says the referee. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
जो भी नए हैं हमारे सब्सक्राइब कर दो, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो. My name is Boom Man and I am boom boom every game, you know. I am like, boom, man मिल गया.
এইটা তোমার
चालू.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's made its way to him. Now there's a fine ball. Davids. And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better.
Mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Marquinhos. Serginho. Serginho goes on a charge down the left. And here's Mbappe. And he's having a go! Oh, he's been caught napping! Foden plays it in. Oh, good-looking ball. This looks promising. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Struck first time. Foden. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Now that is a hefty challenge. Wolfsburg with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Look at the space here. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Eder Militao. Wolfsburg looking to pass their way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. That ball looks a good one. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Foden. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That looks a good ball through. And he's away. He's had a shot! Goal! Wolfsburg! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Wolfsburg have it back and can go again. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
हाफ टाइम हो गया भाई, हाफ टाइम.
There was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Wolfsburg can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Wolfsburg carrying a 1-goal lead. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Kimmich, it's a searching pass. McAllister, Eder Militao cuts it out. And it's Serginho. The ball goes in, and the keeper beats it away. Here's a chance! That's a sharp pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wolfsburg have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Delivers the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Alvarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Alvarez. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Shot could be on. Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to... Oh, what has happened here? And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 3 coming up. Looks across and plays it in.
Wolfsburg can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Searching pass he's played there. Caught offside that time. Baresi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but...
मजा आ रहा है ना? मजा तो आएगा। आई जो भी देख रहे हो, आपको अगर मजा आए आप कमेंट कर सकते हो, नहीं तो मेरे को एक सिग्नल भेज सकते हो। वो है आप एक बार जाके फिर से आ सकते हो, तो मैं समझ जाऊंगा कि आपको मज़ा आ रहा है, ठीक है ना? और नहीं भी कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe! Goal! Wolfsburg! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And the finish! He scores! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Wolfsburg looking to pass their way through. Well timed, excellent interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Forlan gets... There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Has a look and place it forward. Now that's well seen too. Foden. Good ball, good take. Now it's Mbappe. Wolfsburg are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And that has been cut short. Kukcu. That has been slung wide. Kimmich. Wolfsburg finding their passes. Serginho. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Cannavaro. Spread neatly. And that's been won straight back. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. pinches it off him. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And the shot! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
He rises! He will be livid with himself.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Played out wide. That's been cut out. Well played. Ambitious ball here. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a pretty loose pass. Alvarez, who's set up one goal so far. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In comes the corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Now it's Foden. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard hurtling down that right flank. Well, that has not gone well. Marquinhos. Now, can they get him away? It's Foden! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Wolfsburg really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that is out of play. Aimed in towards the centre. Alexander-Arnold is there and he can get that clear. Great vision. And this is Hazard. Roll! It's bounced back off the post. And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Kukçu. Now that looks a decent ball. Pedri is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's there to clear it. Real chance! And now they can clear their lines. Looking to play him in. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Threads one in. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. And that will be the final act.
कोशिश किया पर नहीं होगा.
A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that would have.
जो भी देख रहे हो स्क्रीन के ऊपर डबल टैप कर दो, और जो नया देख रहे हो सब्सक्राइब कर दो, बेल आइकन को ऑल कर दो, और एक डबल टैप करना ही करना, क्योंकि लाइक करने से मेरा मोटिवेशन बढ़ेगा और आपको अच्छा अच्छा गेम प्ले देखने को मिलेगा. थैंक यू.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
फिर से वही टीम मिला क्या?
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in
Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Wolfsburg with the corner. They're first. Oh, he's been caught a big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Tries to play it through. Oh, delightful ball. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Conte. Messi tries making a foray down the right. Chips it through. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? No, not quite.
Van Basten clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Played out to the left flank. Wolfsburg are one down despite having the better chances here. Scholes.
Wolfsburg really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that has been cut short. Alvarez. Now Foden. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Messi. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. And back out it comes. Conte! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. He's got tall. Kukçu gets rid without sophistication. It's Van Basten! Fantastic from Van Basten! A finish of true class! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He is through here! Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Wolfsburg certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive.
That could spell trouble. A big chance, must be! Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Alvarez! Alvarez! Lacking in accuracy.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Costa Curta. Raul. And he was quick to react. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Messi, he's got away. Scholes. Now it's Mbappe. And that has put paid to that. Costa Curta. For Conte. Cannavaro has it out wide and in space.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It's a pretty loose pass. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. And that has been knocked clear. Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been won straight back. To the last quarter of an hour. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Raul powering forward here. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Wolfsburg really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
He's tried one! And that has kept the keeper on his toes. Kukçu. Drogba. And he's picked out the run. No, that's been intercepted. Marquinhos. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And there goes the final whistle. Wolfsburg cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible.
Van Nistelrooy! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That's a cute ball. And that could set him on his way. Can he finish? Goal! Santos! There is the breakthrough.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that has not gone well. Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's beaten the last man. Van Nistelrooy! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Kimmich. Kukçu. Baresi. Kukçu. Nicely aimed pass. Alvarez.
Santos really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Mbappe. Now it's Alvarez. Foden. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Eder Militao. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. It's run loose here. Oh, good-looking ball. Foden. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Foden. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Serginho. And a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. And a chance! foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Wolfsburg presented with a golden opportunity here. This to complete the turnaround. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And that's a poor pen.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Kukçu with the short one. Santos are looking to go forward now. Goes for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Wolfsburg perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And they're back on the ball again. Decent chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's been shot at goal! Oh, should have put that away. Wolfsburg have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Wolfsburg clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Drogba. Looking to play him in. And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Wolfsburg complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's whipped it across. And that should get the job done. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What you...
भाई लोग स्क्रीन पे डबल टैप करते रहो। जो भी देख रहे हो स्क्रीन पे डबल टैप करते रहो। आप लोगों का सपोर्ट मुझे बहुत ज़रूरी है। और जो नए हैं उन सभी ने मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ। सब्सक्राइब कर दो, बेल नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर दो और शेयर कर दो वीडियो को। थैंक यू।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta. Yeah.
Oh no, this does not look good. Back into the middle. Scholes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Serginho. Adams cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice looking ball. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Flings it. He rises! Goal! Milan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe! He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Saliba did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fires it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's having a shot! Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Torres! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Wolfsburg certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Costacurta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Serginho was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Alvarez. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. And Torres! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Kökçü. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bruno, terrific header! Off the post! And he has kept it out somehow!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Struck first time. Oh, that is very close.
Costa Curta brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Goes looking wide. Shot could be on. Alvarez!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Alvarez. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. In with the challenge. And it's Kimmich. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Serves up across. And that has been knocked clear. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Bale. Now it's Scholes. He's had a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Fernando Torres, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Kökçü. Now, can they get him away? Fernando Torres. And he's had a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
So there's going to be another change here. Drogba getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Referee's given a throw. Spread out to the left. Great chance! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down as opposed to 2. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And here's Mbappe. Kökçü. Now it's Mbappe. Bale. It's a good run down the right. Kökçü. It's Serginho. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And they win it back again. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went...
जो भी नए देख रहे हो लाइक कर देना, सब्सक्राइब कर देना, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर कर देना। अगर वीडियो वीडियो कुछ नहीं है भाई, मैं प्लेयर मिला था, चला गया। शायद मेरा नेटवर्क खराब है इसलिए खराब। ना 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 ना। चलो प्लेयर मिल गया, पर क्या कर रहा है पता नहीं किस मोड़ पे आके। ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? नेटवर्क तो ठीक ही है, पर इसका क्या हुआ? इस ये वाला खेल के थोड़ा सा इवेंट खेलूंगा। डिवीजन में ब्रेन ज़्यादा लग रहा है, थोड़ा सा लाइट ब्रेन लगाना पड़ेगा, फिर आना पड़ेगा डिवीजन पे। ठीक है ना, टाइम तो बहुत है। चलो
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Some really good ball movement. Aimed beyond the defence. And the counter is on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hitters!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Messi. Oh, he's bustling. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's on it. Can he get away? Kukcu. That's an imaginative pass. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that has been cut short. York is herring after that one. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Wolfsburg clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Kimmich, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's well seen too. York is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is
And Del Piero! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a diamond of a goal. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Wolfsburg really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Decent chance! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Wolfsburg get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Good chance here! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Wolfsburg with the corner. They're first. Nicely shaped cross. He can get that clear. Throw in. Oh, that's fabulous. Hitters! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Almost an hour gone. And he cuts out the supply. Kimmich. That's a sharp pass. That's a super give and go. Mbappe, and the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Wolfsburg have their second corner now. Abiati claims comfortably.
Wolfsburg really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Royce. Perez providing an outlet on that flank. He is on the finish! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Messi plays it short. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Perez is onto this. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Wolfsburg perhaps contemplating their next change here. Kimmich. Ambitious ball here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Del Piero. All the way back. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. And it's Royce. Wolfsburg needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Royce. And that's it. Wolfsburg can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent.
चलो भाई लोग, डिवीजन नहीं होगा मेरे से। जो जीता था पहले हो गया। अब थोड़ा हम इवेंट क्लोज करेंगे। इवेंट क्लोजिंग, इवेंट क्लोजिंग। जो भी नए हो स्क्रीन में दबा दब रबा रब लाइक बौछार करो। लाइक्स 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 डबल टैप करो और लाइक हो जाएगा। लाइक करने के लिए पैसा नहीं लगता, लाइक करने के लिए सिर्फ मन लगता है। लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को ऑल करो। थैंक यू।
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one.
Torres! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Alvarez. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Torres. Foden. Rosicki picked out brilliantly. Chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
यही बाकी था.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take what...
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter.
And he's let fly. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. Decent chance! We've got a goal! Back to within one. Interesting. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Torres. And this is Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Good ball, good take. Good read, needed to be. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Just eases him off the ball. Rice. And this is Torres. Torres. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Van Basten. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Lovely, now then. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Here we go again then.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Kukçu. Played over towards the opposite flank. Marquinhos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Kimmich, who does have an assist to his name. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ah, he's given it away. Mbappe. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Wolfsburg with this to level it up. What a save by David Raya!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Wolfsburg have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be a... And a chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And Torres! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Bayer Leverkusen blast themselves into a shot at goal! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. Foden is onto this. Brzezinski. Looking for the run. Mbappe shapes to shoot! They've scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Wolfsburg grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Rosicky. And that's a good ball. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's he's going for goal! Great football. Shot and
इनको
save.
पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है पास ही नहीं जा पा रहा है मेरा डिफेंडर
Try and place the cherry on the cake.
Courtois claims comfortably. Lewandowski, and he cuts out the supply. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Wolfsburg have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Wolfsburg, desperate.
तो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही। मैं आज बहुत ज़्यादा हारा हूँ और जीता भी हूँ। मेरा खेल आज फिर भी ठीक था, ठीक है ना। तो फिर से कल आऊँगा शाम को। आपका ऐसे ही सपोर्ट मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। आप लाइक करते रहना, सब्सक्राइब करते रहना, कमेंट करते रहना, शेयर करते रहना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वीडियो को, और बेल नोटिफिकेशन को ऑल रखना, क्योंकि मैं लाइव आऊँ और वीडियो छोड़ूँ तो आपके पास जल्द से जल्द नोटिफिकेशन जा पहुँचे। Thank you very much. Keep like me, keep subscribe me, and keep sharing the videos. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. Bye bye.